Good evening, this is the Dean of All Things Spicy from Conjured Vapors Peppers, here to do a pepper review. So I've already done one pepper review for a Charlotte's Night F3. This is a different version of the Charlotte's Night F3. Again, if you watched the previous video, very similar characteristics. I purposely saved seeds from pods that were jet black, growing upright or erect, depends on how you want to call it. I call it erect. Some people will get offended by that term, but it is an appropriate term in the gardening world. And the pod that I saved them from last year had a slight hint of bacon flavor. I'm really hoping that this year I'll get at least one plant that has that slight hint of bacon flavor. And then I also want it to be hotter than a jalapeno, so these are a jalapeno hybrid. The seeds came from a grower named Erect last year in the F2 generation. I'm selecting for white variegation in the foliage, purple variegation in the foliage, jet black pods, growing erect, and hotter than a jalapeno. So I want it to be a minimum of 30,000 and upwards of 90,000. So somewhere between the top of the serrano and the bottom of the habanero, that's the space where I want this heat level. Anyway, this is what the pepper looks like. Much different than the last Charlotte's Night that I did. You can see it has a little bit of purple still up at the top, or black, however you want to call it. It is a jet black growing pod, which really is a purple, but it looks jet black. So, not really much in the corking industry. So the original cross, the only two peppers out of the three that I know of are jalapeno and a Scarlet's chili. Scarlet's chili is what gives it the variegated foliage. There is a third pepper, I believe, in it, but I'm not sure what that third pepper is. But anyway, let's cut it open and see how it looks. Quite a bit of juice. Alright, there we go. Not a whole lot of seeds, which is not amazing for seed saving, but great for flavor. Medium walled, nowhere near as thick walled as a jalapeno. The placenta absolutely runs up and down the entire length of the pepper, just like a normal jalapeno does. So you can usually tell that how hot a pepper is going to be by how thin or how thick the walls are. That's not always accurate. But you take a bell pepper, it has a very, very, very thick wall, very, very mild. Well, literally, most of them have no discernible capsaicin. Versus super hots that have teeny, teeny, teeny thin walls, and they're extraordinarily hot for most people. So this should be above serrano. Let's see. And that's my goal. So see how she tastes. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not at all. No, almost no spice. So, like I said, that's not always accurate. This was sweet. Poblano sweet. Poblano heat level, maybe 1,000 on the Scoville heat unit scale. Almost not discernible at all to me. I can just tell that it's not 0. So I'm thinking around 1,000. It could be 2,000, maybe 3. It's really, really, really hard for me to tell with the pepper that mild. Delicious. Not what I was looking for in the Charlotte's Night, but I might just save seeds from this one because I don't have a good low heat cooking pepper that's just slightly sweet. No bitterness, no floralness, which is great for me. For someone who barely likes any spice at all, this would be great in salads. This would be good in stir fries. Or to just spice up some tacos a little bit. If you just can't handle spice very much. For anybody in the chili world, this would be an amazing base for a jalapeno flavored hot sauce because it absolutely has the jalapeno-ish flavor. But again, you're not going to get much spice. So let's say you want to do a jalapeno-ish based sauce and you want it hotter. So then you throw 1 7-pot Primo in the pot with 50 of these, and you're going to get probably a hot sauce that's about 70 to 90,000 on the Scoville scale, maybe 100, 120. If you only use like 1 7-pot Primo and 50 of these, it would absolutely be a jalapeno based sauce, right, with a little bit of heat. Yeah, good pepper. Not sure yet if I'm going to save the seeds from this one, but I might. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is the Dean of All Things Spicy. I'm out.